It's a beautiful sunny day here at the Worthington open pit diamond mine. We have a ditch here along our property line because I wanted to look and expose the volcanic lamprite diamond bearing. And we've got a pretty deep hole there, as you can tell by the extension ladder. We have a huge mound of unsearched diamond bearing ore recently excavated. And we dug a ditch down here so that all that would drain. What we've left here is the side wall of the volcanic intrusion. Last summer we dug all this out back here so we could expose the back side of the volcanic vent. I don't know that anyone's ever done that before. They always dig the pay dirt and not the non-pay. But you can see the excuse me, red clay sediment there right up against the igneous volcanic material. So the sediment was here, a layer of Trinity clay, before the volcano burst through at possibly Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. This is the volcanic, and we'll clean that off. And this is the sedimentary. And that's right where the two meet. And this will be fun cleaning this off in upcoming videos. And today, too, I'm going to get started. First time I'm going to actually get to play with this stuff. So let me get the camera set up so I can get my tools going. So right here where I'm at, oh, this is probably 10 feet high because I'm 6 foot. And this is volcanic, and this is sedimentary. And this is right where the two come together. So this sediment was here, and the volcano came up. Now, one thing I noticed, kind of interesting, the sediment is now on about a 45-degree angle going to the west. What I think happened is it blew up through, and that was such a violent thing, it made a huge void here while the volcanic material was in the air. I mean, if you come at Mach 2 and hit a shallow sea, there's going to be a terrible steam explosion. And if you're going Mach 2 past the finish line, which is surface, you're going to go on up in the air a while before you come back down. Well, before the volcanic material came back down, the sedimentary looks like it sloughed off into the hole. So it blew through, there was a void. The clay began to tip down in the hole, and then the volcanic came in and solidified, cooled. It was molten hot, and it cooled, and then it left this sediment tipped on a 45-degree angle. So I brought some implements of destruction, as Arlo Guthrie would say, and I get to play and expose right here. I believe this is chert. This is chert. Let's see. Yes, that is chert. And this is a layer of sand. So I think you had a level layer of chert and a sandy, shallow sea. Well, this, when the void was made by the volcanic intrusion, then the chert and clay tipped and sand rolled in from the beach. Well, this is a layer of sand between the volcanic and the other sedimentary. So sand is sedimentary too, but anyway, it's, I mean, I'm just making this up. I know I'm old, but I wasn't old enough to be here when this happened, so I'm just studying the evidence and coming up with an explanation for what I see here. Yeah, this is all chert. And so no one's ever seen the face of this volcano before. And you're seeing it for the first time with me. And I assumed, and that's what, assuming will get you, that it would be flat and straight and sharp. No, it bulges here. And volcanoes are kind of funnel shaped. And this is tipped too. Next time I'll bring a protractor I've got and we can put it on here and see what angle that is. And then compare it over here. I think the angle is different. I may have to bring a pick next time. I didn't know how easy this sediment would be to pull away because some of it has fallen away on its own. So I got in here and dug with an excavator, but I didn't get too close because I didn't want to mar this. I want to see what it looks like untouched. And so I held back a ways, and there's some stuff to move. So some of it will be a job, and I got to have the right tool to do it. But if you notice some of this dark purplish black on here, so this is red chert, but it's cracked, and in the cracks manganese and iron leached down in there as it rained. Manganese and iron up there, and it came down between the cracks in the chert, and it stained this. The manganese and iron stained it kind of a purplish black. So manganese and iron is kind of a goethite limonite. And anyway, this is fun to play with. That's getting a little hard, but let me move over a little bit, and I want to make sure you're able to see what I'm able to see here. Of course, it's hard in the sun, but so I want to, here's a root that went right down between the volcanic, which is really hard, and this softer sedimentary. And the root, there used to be a forest here above us, and the root, just trying to find the easiest route to water, went right down here in between the igneous and sedimentary. This, again, is a little sand. And the sand is not like sand in an hourglass. This is like sandstone. And if you can imagine, it was sand like a beach. And then when this hot, glowing hot, red hot magma pressed between the chert and the sand and the hot magma, it cooked it kind of like sandstone. So when I say sand, it's not just going to pour out. It's more or less a sandstone, but it used to be pretty well liquid sand. Okay, this is still a little bit of chert. See, I've got to kind of just play and see what's volcanic and what's sedimentary, but this is just right where they meet, right in here without marring it. I love doing this. I could play. I've got work I'm supposed to do today, and I'm playing instead. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and the weather's been bad. We had some really cold temperatures. Today is February 22nd, a Saturday. It's 42 degrees and sunny, and it feels really warm compared to the weather we've been having. It's going to get warmer though. It's going to warm up tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, and by Tuesday be 71. We were talking wind chills at negative 15 just a couple of days ago. So you pick your days on when you come out here. I'm a fair weather miner and came out here on a lovely sunny day. It's only 42, but it feels great. I don't know if you can see the colors, but there's kind of a brown here and a red chert layer. This is black, but that's the manganese and iron staining it black. I think it's sort of a gray color, and then that goethite limonite stains it. And this is just coming off like sand. I'm just scrubbing sand off of here with my hand. Let's move over to the right. Now, I thought at first that I would start all the way over here at the side. It just makes sense. Start at the side and work all the way over. Well, this looked like a easy spot, and up here looks like an easy spot too, because I see as the clay and chert dries and begins to give way because I remove some of the sediment underneath it, then a little crack is developing. So I can just work that crack with my hoe and shovel Now I'm going to get in there and play. That looks like an easy spot, and I'm pressing the easy button today since I'm not working like I'm supposed to. I'm at least going to play easy. Look at that, just comes out of there so well. Cool. I don't know if that fascinates you, but I'm just a kid playing in the dirt. Old kid. All right. And see what I might do by getting rid of some of this today, let it dry again, and it'll get wet and freeze and crack and expand and move. So temperature, hot and cold, will get it to move. Just like potholes in a highway. Water gets in there, it freezes, it swells and breaks, and makes a pothole. So I'm wanting water to get in these cracks and freeze and then roll out of here, and it does a lot of the work for me. I don't want to work, I just want to play in the mine all day. Cool. I can pick at this all day, but I do have work to do, so I won't. See, that's igneous right there. And I don't know if that's, I think this is sedimentary right below it. I should have brought a hammer. I didn't think I'd get that rough with it. That's kind of a sandstone and pretty hard, but I can bring different tools next time now that, like I say, this is my first time to mess with it, and didn't know what all to bring, but I brought the old shovel and a hoe, so I'm going to move over to the right, and before I do, make sure you can see what I'm doing. It looks like the igneous goes right here. See, so it's funny, it's not straight and solid, but I guess volcanoes are kind of like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. You know, this is some of that blackened chert. See, it's a brown color here, and it's got that, just a veneer, just a coating of iron and manganese, limonite, goethite. That's pretty cool stuff, though. Here's another piece of it. It's just a black coating on there, like the outside was stained with ink. Okay. I don't want to mar the volcanic because I want to study it and maybe even have some geologists come in here and look at it, because I'm just a prospector, not a geologist, and they might have a different idea on what's going on here. But of course, no matter what they say, I still may believe what I think anyhow. Don't confuse me with the facts. My mind is made up. This is bedded. You can see how this chert is laid in here, and I think it all just fell in. Well, it kind of goes like this. It's real interesting. So just whatever, you know, it was running back in, filling the void after the volcano. Yeah, I think the thing to do is mess with some of it today, then get my work done, and then let it sit and weather some more. We'll have a lot of spring rains here in March and April, and clean it off some more. Kind of let weather help me clean this, and that way I don't get too many metal tools in there on it, marking it. I was thinking of using a plastic ice scraper to clean it, but I've lived in Arkansas so long, I can't find an ice scraper. You know, when you clean your windshield with, we just don't need them that often down here. I always had plenty of them in the cars when I lived in Kansas City, but we've been down here 29 years now. Much better winters. I mean, this is the way to do winter. My daughter was complaining it felt like Antarctica in Kansas City yesterday. And it did. The temperature was like -5 or something like that, and the wind chill really bad. But it'll warm up there too. See, this is good sediment. I'm not touching the igneous material. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the camera over here so you can kind of get a closer look at it. And then I probably ought to quit playing for today. But okay, you take a look here. You can see right where the volcanic and the chert meet. Then it bulges. Then it goes back up here or back in or whatever. And then we're all the way up here with it. And I've just got to clean this more and figure out what's going on and where it's going. And we'll get the excavator in here and dig this stuff out some more. And then we can keep following it back in at an angle without messing anything up. But let's see, we're way back in there. And then it bulges out. And this is volcanic here. So it's sure not a straight line. But this is going to be interesting. So stay tuned. We've got more videos coming in the future where we'll clean all of this out, expose the side, and kind of map it, see how it bulges and moves. And like I say, no one has ever done this before. One of the reasons I wanted to do it is I want to dig this up, run it through our diamond recovery plant and get the diamonds out of it. And I didn't want a bunch of chert mixed with it. So this will be a pure sample once we remove all this sediment. So thank you for joining me. I've had fun. Hope you have too. We got many more of these coming. Thank you.